Hey everyone! Before I dive into this story, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Now, let's get into it. 2 days before our $14,000 family getaway, my passport vanished. My mom fired off a text. Frankly, we're fine with it. This vacation will be smoother without you. Then my sister sent a snapshot. Whoops, I stashed it. My mistake. I shot back, fine. Before they returned, I locked down the house. I'm Jack, 32, head chef at a cozy bistro that reeks of garlic and caramelized sugar most evenings. I'm the eldest sibling, the one reserving tables, repairing ovens, and sending calendar invites because no one else bothers. I don't drink much. I live in a cramped apartment above the restaurant, with a slanted window and a neglected plant I keep meaning to water. I store receipts in a shoebox. I label spice jars. People call me dependable, steady, boring, if you ask my sister, Liv. 2 days before the trip I planned for a year, I stepped into Mom's kitchen. Suitcases sprawled across the floor, packed with sunscreen, sandals, and new resort-branded hats. The kettle shrieked. Mom chuckled at something on Liv's phone. I placed a carton of eggs on the counter and said, I'm whipping up breakfast burritos for the drive. Mild or spicy? Liv didn't glance up. Why are you even here? Because we leave in 2 days, I replied. And your fridge is empty. Mom finally looked over, her smile thinning into that familiar line she reserves for me. Jack, we've been over this. Don't cause a fuss. A fuss. I reached for foil in a drawer, only to find it stuffed with tagged sunglasses. I booked everything, I said. Liv, loud and dramatic as ever, snapped. You used our money too, didn't you? Team effort. I stared at her. I paid the villa deposit, the flights, the van rental. You sent me $20 for vibes. She rolled her eyes, sliding her phone across the counter like she was playing a card. The group chat lit up, my name highlighted in old and new messages. I glimpsed my own text from last night, flight details, packing list, airport times. Mom's voice cut in. Honestly, we don't care. This trip will be better without you. The kettle fell silent. Time slowed. I wasn't sure I'd heard right. Liv smirked. She means your attitude. You're draining, Jack. I glanced at the burrito pan, oil shimmering. My hands moved on instinct, whisk, pour, fold, while my chest hollowed out. I swallowed hard. Okay. The word felt sharp, metallic. I turned off the burner, slid the pan aside, and gave a single nod. No shouting, no speeches, just a quiet ache that settled in. Mom grabbed a beach bag. Good. Don't make this about you. I wiped my hands on a dishcloth, stepped back toward the doorway. The kitchen hummed, fridge, kettle, faint clink of spoons. Outside, a car alarm chirped, then stopped. I said, all right, we'll see. Liv raised an eyebrow. We'll see what? I didn't answer. I left the eggs on the counter, walked to the porch, and let the screen door shut behind me. My phone buzzed. I ignored it, standing there listening to my breath, the soft tick of cooling metal, the weight of what I already sensed was coming. I grew up in kitchens, church basements, school cafeterias, my uncle's backyard grills. Food was how we said sorry, how we pretended all was well. Dad left when I was 14. After that, I turned groceries into rent, tips into textbooks, time into more time. Line cook at 16, sous chef at 24, head chef at 30. I thrive on the rhythm, prep lists, fireboards, last table out, mop, silence. Family though? No rhythm, just improvisation and guilt. Mom's go-to line, we're family. You owe us. Liv, 27, is a professional almost something. Influencer 1 month, dog sitter the next, wellness coach when she remembers her login. She has a knack for showing up when bills are due, smiling, calling it teamwork. Money slipped from me in countless small ways. A temporary phone line for Liv that stayed, groceries for Mom until her disability check arrived. It never did. Late night Uber rides because Liv's heels were impractical, ticket fees, emergency dental, a vet bill for a dog Liv fostered for 3 days. Each time I tried to draw a line, Mom's voice sharpened, Jack, don't be dramatic. Or the old standby, if your father were here. as if his absence was my fault too. So, when I found a villa discount last winter and started planning a 7-day beach trip with a big kitchen and a market nearby, I let myself hope it could be a reset. I saved tips in an envelope, worked double shifts, built a spreadsheet with tabs for flights, villa, food, van, activities. I shared the link in our family chat. We do this together. Liv responded with palm tree emojis and yes, chef. Mom said, we'll see if we can manage. I paid the deposit to secure the rate, then the flights because we'll pay you back Friday became next Friday, then silence. By spring, my spreadsheet told the truth. I'd covered 80%. Mom sent $300, 2 months late. Liv sent $20 labeled vibes, then $15 labeled manifest. When I pushed back, the chat erupted. Mom, you earn more than us. Liv, exposure counts. I'll tag the villa. You'll get followers. Me. The villa doesn't take followers. Then came the passports. 2 weeks out, I reminded everyone to check theirs. Mom said hers was somewhere safe. Liv sent a boomerang of bikinis flying into a suitcase. I checked my drawer, leases, spare keys, passport envelope. I tapped it, didn't open it, and went back to work. 2 days before departure, I stopped by Mom's with travel-size sunscreen and granola bars. Suitcases open, kettle screaming, you know the rest. After leaving the kitchen, I sat in my car, door ajar, heat hitting my face. My phone buzzed. Group chat. Mom, don't sulk. Your attitude ruins everything. Liv. OMG, stop being weird. Bring snacks and don't talk budgets on vacation. I typed, deleted, typed again. Finally, where's my passport? 3 dots blinked, vanished, reappeared. Liv, why me? Because we fly in 2 days. 20 seconds later, a photo arrived. My passport, blue cover, tucked under resort hats on Mom's counter. Liv had drawn a heart on it, captioned, "Oops, I hit it. My bad." My fingers went cold. Where is it, Liv? Liv, chill. I didn't want you nagging about boarding times. You'll get it at the airport. Keeps the vibes clean. Mom sent a thumbs up. I stared at the photo until my screen dimmed, then brightened it and stared again. I took a breath, called. Liv didn't pick up. Mom did, no greeting. If you make drama over a booklet, we're leaving without you. It's not a booklet, I said. It's my passport. Same thing, she snapped. Stop controlling everything. I thought of the spreadsheet, the deposit, every time I paid and called it love. Give it back, I said, calm. Honestly, Mom said, her voice light, like picking paint colors, we don't care. This trip will be better without you. The call ended. I didn't move for a minute. 5. A delivery truck beeped nearby. I watched a cloud drift past power lines and something inside me locked into place. Not anger, not sadness, just a switch. That night at the restaurant, I burned 2 steaks. My sous chef took over, made me drink water like I was the one at risk of scorching. After service, I pulled my shoebox of receipts and calculated. Villa, me. Flights, me. Plus one way for them because we'll reimburse. Van, activities, grocery fund, me. Total, $14,000. My pen underlined it twice, unprompted. I photographed everything, saved PDFs, created a folder called Truth. At home, I opened the passport envelope. Empty, just a faint outline where it once sat. I sat on my bed, let out a single dry laugh, then stopped and started a list. Next morning, I texted the group chat. Fine. Liv replied instantly. Fine what? Fine that the trip's better without me. Mom. Finally, you're being reasonable. Me, one more thing. Return my passport today. Liv sent a sunglasses selfie, tongue out. Come get it. I did, but not for their reasons. I drove to Mom's with a locksmith, a regular from the bar next door who eats fries with mayo and pays cash. On the porch, I explained quietly I own the house. Title and taxes in my name since I refinanced 2 years ago to save it for Mom. They've lived rent-free because I couldn't bear an empty childhood kitchen. I had the deed in a folder if anyone cared to look. The locksmith whistled. Tough call, he said, then rekeyed the front and side doors. I left keys with Aunt May across the street, the only one who brings casseroles when things implode, and with a property manager I hired that day. I gave Mom and Liv new tenancy agreements, clear, with due dates and boundaries. Sign like adults if they wanted to stay after the trip. No more vibes. I boxed valuables I'd bought. The TV, espresso machine, my stand mixer that somehow ended up downstairs. I labeled and stacked them in my trunk, leaving their things untouched. I photographed every move, emailed myself copies. I placed a small safe on the hall closet's top shelf for my documents, birth certificate, chef's license, spare cash. A note on the closet door. Mail held at post office. Pick up with ID. I checked the junk drawer for spare keys, pocketed copies, and left a printed notice on the fridge. New keys with Aunt May. See tenancy agreements. Jack. Before driving off, I sent the group chat screenshots, receipts, tickets, payments, my name bolded. Message. Trip cost $14,062. You owe me $11,784. I'm not asking for it back. I'm stating facts. Liv, you're unhinged. Mom, you can't change the locks. It's my house. Me, it's my house. Title attached. Mail's on hold. Keys with Aunt May. Silence, then Liv. Where's my suitcase? We leave tonight. Me, in your room. I didn't touch your stuff. Mom called. I let it ring. She called from Liv's phone. I let that ring too. Final message, I'm at work. Wanna talk? Use words, not insults. I returned to the restaurant, reduced a pan sauce until it gleamed, salted at the flame's edge so crystals popped. My hand steadied. At closing, 53 unread messages. One photo. Liv at the airport, eyes red, holding a lost passport form, captioned, "Look what you made me do." Mom in the background, arguing with the gate agent. I typed, "Good luck," and set my phone face down. They went without me, cobbling together a plan. Temporary passport, rerouted flight, shorter villa stay. The chat quieted but didn't stop. Complaints dropped in like clattering forks. Mom, the van place won't release keys because it's in your name. Fix it. Liv, Villa says primary guest must be present. Fix it. Me, no, Mom, you're cruel. Me, I'm done. At work. I said it aloud once, I'm done. My sous chef grinned like I'd finally exhaled after years. I handled the practical stuff. Froze the shared credit card I'd opened for Mom's credit. Paid it off so it wouldn't haunt me. Canceled Liv's unpaid phone line. Removed my name from utility accounts I'd set up. Changed the house Wi-Fi password. And taped the new one to the router for when they signed the agreements. Rent was set at half market rate. Fair, generous, adult. Aunt May called, proud of you. They'll yell. Let them. They're on vacation, I said. They can yell at the ocean. She cackled like the kettle. Day 3. The food_live/book/9780134106786/talk. .xhtml hashtag talk. IDX. 3-3-inch food rep brought extra tomatoes. Too soft for service but ideal for sauce. I cooked them with basil and garlic until the kitchen smelled like summer. I jarred 6 quarts, labeled 2 for Aunt May, and delivered them after closing. She opened her door before I knocked. You look lighter, she said. I changed the locks, I replied. About time, she said, pouring tea. Your mom's telling everyone you trapped them. Keys are with you, I said. She grinned. Oh, I know. I'm enjoying it. The villa manager emailed. No check-in without primary guest. I replied, release the nights per policy. A small refund hit my card. I used it for overdue house insurance. Day 4. Liv posted a poolside photo about toxic siblings. Mom shared a sunset with a forgiveness verse aimed at me. I didn't respond. I made staff meal, fried rice with chicken scraps, and showed the new dishwasher how to set up. He reminded me of 19-year-old me. Hungry, cautious, exhausted. I sent him home with leftovers and a cracked pear cake. That night, Cousin Theo texted, saw the villa drama. You paid for my prom suit once, no fuss. You're not the bad guy. I sat with that, then slept deeply for the first time in weeks. When the week ended, I mopped my apartment, aired it out, baked lasagna for myself, remembering I like feeding me too. I left tenancy agreements, a pen, and keys on the counter, porch light on. Aunt May texted at 2:17 a.m. They're here. I'm watching like a hawk. My phone rang at 2:19, then 2:22. Banging followed downstairs. I opened the door barefoot. Mom, with her suitcase, and Liv, in sunglasses and a flamingo tote, stood sunburned and livid. Mom, open the house. It's open for those with keys, I said. Aunt May has them. Liv pushed forward. You're sick. You stranded us. You took my passport, I said evenly. I was protecting the vibes, she said, unflinching. I pointed to the agreements. Keys after you sign. Read first. Mom grabbed one, scoffed. Rent? For my house. My house, I said, sliding the deed over. For 2 years. Her mouth opened, shut. Liv tapped the paper. Late fees? Seriously. I'm serious about boundaries, I said. Mom dropped the paper like it burned. We're not signing tonight. Then stay at a hotel, I said. Aunt May will call tomorrow. Liv laughed coldly. What? You're a landlord now. I'm done being a wallet, I said. They stormed out, tires screeching. I locked the door, ate cold lasagna, salty, tomato-rich, relieving. Next day, Aunt May sent a photo. 2 signatures, 2 keys. Adulting achieved, she wrote. The next week, I raised my line cook's pay with money I wasn't losing, fixed the oven's whistling gasket, set up a savings account named Beach, but real. Table SIXS regular said, you look taller. The produce guy, keep it up. The dishwasher asked for prep music. I said yes. The bistro hummed like a summer in a city I've never seen. Mom paid rent late the first month, on time the second. Liv got a pet store job, left a Starbucks cup on the porch with a note for the landlord. I poured it on the basil to see if coffee toughens plants. It does. I didn't block their numbers or unfriend them. I just stopped fixing what I didn't break. One night, Liv came to the bistro alone, no sunglasses, ordered cheap pasta and water. I cooked it myself. She said softly, you really weren't coming to the airport, were you? No, I said. I thought you'd give in, she said, eyeing the steam. I know, I said. She nodded, chewed, then half joked, hiring dishwashers? I pointed to the sign I'd posted. We are. She didn't apply, but sent a photo of her first pet store paycheck. It's not much. It's mine. I replied, good. Some endings aren't explosive. They're like a cooling pan, quiet, final, ready for use. I didn't get a beach this year, no sandy photos or gratitude captions. I got my life back. It's in the quiet phone at 2 a.m. My relaxed shoulders tasting food beyond seasoning, my plant thriving after 3 waterings. Mom calls boundaries disrespect, like they're green beans. But she signs agreements, writes rent on checks, knocks before entering. Sometimes she brings oranges. Looks like she might apologize. She hasn't. I don't need it. Liv still live, loud, chaotic, calendar averse. But she doesn't have a master key anymore. She sends dog photos with full sentence captions, pays her Wi-Fi share from her own account. She said once, you're different. No, I said. I'm the same. You're seeing the part that says no. Aunt May delivers gossip like flowers and returns my Tupperware. Love in my language. I used to see that heart on my passport as malice. Now it's a map. It covered my life, cute, thieving both. It taught me, you can care and still lock a door. The lesson's simple, like a kitchen rule. Hot pans look like cold ones. Handle with care. If burned, cool it under water. Learn. Don't touch the same hot metal twice. I won't be used. I don't fund disrespect. I don't beg for a seat in rooms that cheer my absence. I don't explain receipts to adults who call money vibes. I cook, pay my bills, answer questions, hang up on insults, keep spare keys with someone trustworthy. I'll take a beach someday, my money, with people who say please and thank you sincerely. Maybe Mom and Liv can come if they bring signed agreements and their own passports. My name will only be on what I choose to carry. The list will be short, the suitcase light, the food better. When the plane takes off, I'll look at the sky, not for permission or text, but because I earn my seat.